She reached out to touch the boy's head, but he pulled away in disgust. He grew up in the city. He didn't just look down on his grandma, he looked down on everything here. He didn't want to stay in this place at all, but he had no choice. His mom went bankrupt and needed to find a new job, so she left him with his grandma for a while. Grandma was 77 years old, her back badly hunched. She tried to hold the boy's hand, but he impatiently shook her off. She didn't understand why he was angry, so she clumsily apologized with hand gestures. Just like that, the boy began living with his grandma. At mealtime, Grandma picked food for him, but he only ate the canned meat he brought from the city. She offered him the candy she saved for special occasions, but he didn't even look at it, choosing his own chocolate instead. He never talked to her, only played on his game console by himself. When he got tired, he left his toys scattered everywhere, waiting for Grandma to clean them up. Grandma knew the boy didn't like her, so she tried not to disturb him, but her eyes were always on him, quietly hoping he would talk to her one day. One night, the game console suddenly ran out of battery. The boy yelled for money to buy batteries, but Grandma didn't have any. He didn't believe her, turned the house upside down, and finally realized there really was nothing. Angry, he kicked over Grandma's clay jar and hid her only pair of shoes, forcing her to carry water barefoot. Then, he set his sights on Grandma's silver hairpin. While she was asleep, he secretly took it and ran to the village shop, hoping to trade it for batteries. Instead, the shop owner chased him away. Even worse, he got lost on the way home. He walked and cried, wandering for a long time without finding his way back. In the end, a kind old man saw him and walked him home. Grandma didn't scold him for losing the hairpin. She just gently asked what he wanted to eat. The boy pointed at a flyer and said he wanted KFC. Grandma didn't understand and thought he just wanted chicken. She took the herbs she had worked hard to gather to the market to sell them. But on the way home, heavy rain suddenly started pouring down. Holding the chicken tightly in her arms, she struggled along the muddy mountain paths. When she finally made it home, she was soaked from head to toe. Yet she didn't rest, first making sure to tuck the blanket around the sleeping boy. Soon, she finished cooking the chicken. She carefully tore off a drumstick and handed it to the boy. But the boy angrily knocked the food onto the floor, shouting that this wasn't KFC at all. Even so, she didn't get mad. She quietly cleaned up, picking up the rice grains from the floor and eating them. Grandma's love was silent and heartbreaking. The next morning, the boy woke up to find Grandma had fallen ill. He quickly covered her with a blanket and placed a damp towel on her forehead. That's when he noticed she was holding her hair together with a soup spoon. A wave of guilt washed over him, and he placed the silver hairpin back by her. After Grandma recovered, she noticed the boy's shoes no longer fit, so she went to the market again, selling herbs to buy him new ones. The boy felt embarrassed and stood far away, afraid to get close, because Grandma couldn't speak. It took her a long time to sell the herbs. In the end, she bought the boy new shoes and took him to eat noodles with meat sauce. She ordered only one bowl. She watched him finish eating, while she drank water to fill her stomach. On the way home, she paid for the boy's bus ticket, but walked back herself. After getting off the bus, the boy waited a long time before Grandma slowly appeared. Only then did he realize she had walked all the way back from the market. Worried, he ran toward her. On the way home, the boy quietly slipped a piece of chocolate into her bag. After spending these days together, he finally understood his grandma's love and began learning how to care for her in his own way.